Here we go. Let's say hello. Put out a stone. Let's see what kind of game this is. Game info. Yeah, negative handicap. So I get black and I get the handicap point. Looks like my opponent is still thinking about whether he wants to play or not. He said hi. And he played. Okay. Now let's get out the coordinates. So let's see. In the provisional rating system, I was on track to hit 9Q. But then at the last minute, the last two games, I lost due to pretty silly blunders. So I ended up being entering the rating system at 10Q. So I've since improved to 10Q plus. It's kind of one halfway in between 10Q and 9Q. And I seem to be doing okay against other 10Q and comparably rated players. So I think I should be able to rank up to 9Q, but let's just see how it goes. Well, Mr. 3106 is thinking about his moves. It's unusual this early in the game because, there are unlimited choices, of course, but usually somebody has an idea of how they want to play the opening, whether they're going with the Sanren-sei, whether they would just back off on approach and do a freestyle, or the kick. The kick is very popular these days. I see that more often than I see the back off. I still just back off myself. I have not experienced that being a disadvantage to me, because there's always a weakness left behind. Maybe I think, well, it is recommended by the AI, but you do have to keep in mind there's a weakness left behind. And then the kick and the pincer, this is not recommended by the AI, I'm sure. So you can change direction and take the other side of the corner. So we went there immediately. I think I block, he cuts, Atari, and make a solid connection here, and then he's in. This stone is something that can be attacked. So I think, let's see. I have seen this shape before. This empty triangle shape is usually bad, but in this particular case, I think I have seen other players play it, and it seems to be doing okay. Okay, so he did decide to continue there. Because the cut, he can Atari it down and take it, so. Atari it to the side. Okay, he's going to allow me to fix here. I think this is fine. And then he did take the cut, yeah, so can Atari once here. This is already protected, right? If he goes here. Now this cut here is a bit annoying, right? I can't Atari it down unless I want to give up those two stones. I Atari it to the side, he comes out. Yeah, let's extend. So that way he go here, I Atari, he extends, I take. So I've got an eye here, and I'll lean on this stone or come out. And then this L group here is not surrounded. turning here and jumping out is probably the way that should go. And then I've got his corner surrounded on both sides, and he's got a weak group in the middle here. So we'll start with the shoulder hit here. Let's extend up, not get surrounded ourselves. He jumped out. Okay, he's approaching this corner, but from this side, I don't have to respond immediately. And as I said, I want to get this turn in and then this jump out so that this group has a base. And I can also think of jumping out here to put pressure on this group, or jumping out here. Yeah, these little honeys underneath I think are not good because they strengthen my stones. Do I even have to respond to that? This ladder goes to me, so all that he's really potentially threatening here is something like the clamp or the slide underneath. So let's go immediately with, let's do the approach here. Let's see how he responds to this approach. I can back off into, an extension from this group. He ignores the approach and is threatening to cut off one stone. But if I connect here, then this stone has got to find a way to live, so it becomes another group he has to deal with. So, okay, so there's like a pincer. I'll go into the corner on a pincer. So I guess the question is, can this group be surrounded in one move? He would play here. He wanted to try and surround me, and I would have to fight to get out. So when I get Sente, I want to turn there. So what I want to do is get Sente. So I will go here, let him take this stone, and then jump out over here. So that this group doesn't get surrounded and I'm attacking these stones again. Or maybe for the first time I wasn't really attacking them before. Yeah, he can keep running and I can keep putting pressure. I'll go here first because that's an Atari. I was thinking going here first, but if he just connects, then this one is no longer an Atari, whereas if I do it now, it's an Atari. So this is better to play first. If I went here and he just took, then this would still be an Atari, but he doesn't have to take, of course. So, of my groups, I would say this one still is in the weakest shape because it doesn't have eyes. So let's try and play some moves. Forcing moves, ideally. Let's see, going here, he would fix. Here, Hane, extend up. Maybe just cap. Cap here, play here, and try and get some shape out in this area. Yeah, so he just fixed. Okay, so we'll start with the cap. I think that will generate a response. Not necessarily. He's no longer, I can't surround him in one move anymore. Because a move here would be like an elephant's eye in a 2 space, so surely there would be some way for him to break through. And let's see, if I played here and he pushed, and I honeyed and he turned, I go here, then he could cut here. It would be a bit awkward. So I think this is an overplay. If I go here, I guess the simplest way to connect is just to honey here. And to try and get some eye shape as well. So now he honeys, I honey back. He cuts, I connect. He extends, I block, he extends. Yeah, this is what I want to know. Can I double honey here? I go here, he cuts. He's got 2 liberties. I connect, he extends this way, and I follow. He goes this way, I follow. He turns, and he's connected to these stones. So I think I cannot double honey there. I think I'm not strong enough. Oddly enough, I have so many stones, but I guess they're not well positioned. So let's honey here. Now this one, double honey here. He ataris, I connect, he extends. I could cut. He could catch my stone in the ladder. Well, I'm starting to get some shape here anyway. Let's see, if he plays here to kill this eye, I go here, he just comes out. Yeah, I don't actually have 2 eyes yet, but I'm within striking distance of them. Yeah, so he decided to play away. So I never enclosed this corner. Let's go ahead and do that now. Let's think about turning here and continuing to chase this group. So what is he building territory-wise? He has 1 big corner here. This is nothing, this is almost nothing, and this is pretty small, but it's getting bigger as he grows. So the turn here to limit this group. And my potential is this corner, and this corner, which he can reduce quite a bit just by the monkey jump here. So I'm more potential than territory, and he's got a solid chunk of territory here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 12, 16, 20 points maybe. But if you give me 10 points for each of my corners, we're actually even. Yeah, so he jumped out there. So could continue making small moves, but it is tempting to do the big extension here and see what reaction we get. So he jumped in there. So I want to keep the corner this time. I'm already surrounded on this side, so I'm going to kick that. The stone is already pincered. Now let's look at what kind of splitting attack we can do here. Could come out here, keeping these groups separated. Start with this. The other splitting attack I could consider is on this side, but you know, he might just live in here. Be a pretty small life. But if I strengthen myself here, I can go back to surrounding this group over here, I guess. Yeah, so it looks like he's thinking I'm just living with this group. Okay, so I'm alive now in the corner. I see. So this is kind of tricky. He's using that to cut this stone off from the other stones. And I get this one here. Let's keep him separated though. Can he actually take my 2 stones? No, let's leave that there for later. Go back to looking at these stones over here. Because if he runs me this way, I can connect up with this stone. If he drops down, I will pull back to connect up here. Anyway, that honey there had a nice idea behind it, which was to turn this push here into a combination, right? It attacked this stone and it split these guys, and I didn't want to give up my corner, so I gave up the connection to that stone. So he went that way. Then he turned. Yeah, so like I said, I want to connect back to these stones. And I have. So now this stone here, allows me to connect these guys up and split this off. Another group I can attack. And yeah, he's ignoring that. So like I said, when he approaches, I just back off, keep the corner. Most of the time, that seems to be the way to play it. Okay, he's persistent in wanting the corner. Yeah, I've heard this is not a particularly good move either because it strengthens my corner without benefiting white so much. So I just want to play solidly here. Maybe could have gotten away with a double Hane there, but what I want to do is jump out with this stone and go after these guys. So extend first. If I just go here, push, connect, Hane, it's this sort of thing that gives him purchase. Let's see, but I go here and he Hanes, I have to respond anyway. I go here, he Hanes, I extend, he extends, I connect. I go here. Can he catch me in a ladder? I think this acts as a ladder breaker if I go here. And it also acts as a cap on these stones here. Okay, so he's capturing that stone with a net. I can play this for free, and then his stones are alive here. And I can poke here, turn here. Let's do this. First we get this. This is a forcing move. Then we get this. So he's joined these two groups, so he no longer has two separate groups there, just one. He has not solved his problem with this group over here. So let's go back and say, maybe we can surround this on a large scale. So tempting when he leaves bait out like this. Yeah, once again, this is not helping his cause. Hey, this group was alive already. It's like an in-game move to take a point in Sente. He did it in Sente. Maybe he did those moves to get to the time control. Maybe that's what his plan was. I didn't think he would play that. So I go here, he cuts, I Hane, he's got 2 liberties and I have 3. Okay, again, I go here, he cuts, I Hane, he's got 3 liberties, and I have 4. Okay, he's saying he can do something here. Let's see what he can do. I have 4 liberties here. I have 4 liberties here. He has 3 liberties. That is my overly simple calculation, apparently. I think I double honey here. Now, if I double honey, he Ataris this stone, so I've made that mistake before. Go here once. I went there. So yeah, I was going to turn and turn. If I turn here and he takes the corner, cut here, he has to connect. If I go here, he probably has to connect right away. There or there. And I go here, he connects here, and I throw in. He's not alive, but he has a lot of liberties. Let's see how it works out. I don't know how this is going to work out. He lets me capture 1 stone in order to get a group out here. That might be a good way for him to respond. Then I'll have an eye here and an eye over here somewhere, so should be able to live in the corner. Maybe not. He still has the monkey jump. I may have to play another move. Okay, yeah, so he fixed. So I will go here. And I will go here. Yeah, so it's 4 liberties to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think he wins this capture race, but I will build up my strength on the outside. And ladder goes to me. One more. Okay, yeah, we'll just build this area in the center here. Okay, he is threatening to take my eyes away down here. I'll respond to this. I want to keep 1 eye here. So he throws in, I connect, comes out, I take. So I go here. Threaten to connect out. I go here. He plays here. I go here. Plays there. He just went there. Okay, so I think I'm alive here. I go here. He goes here, I take. If he goes here, I connect. So I push, he blocks, I honey, he connects. Those are probably endgame moves. I've got my 2 eyes, so that's all I need here. Just finish surrounding this group. And then jump out over here to connect these guys up. I do. Let's see, if he pushes in here, I can connect this way. And he can't ever go there, so I can ignore that. So I guess I've done enough to surround this group. Maybe he thinks he can get 2 eyes in here. So for that, if he cuts here, it's a bit annoying. I go here, he cuts, Atari extends up, it's in another Atari, so I'll just jump out. I think I've got so much here I don't have to worry about him taking a few points on the side here. Well, anyway, I got my point. Let's see, so is there an eye in here? I'll go here. He connects. Go here. Go here, he connects. So start with this one. And I'll play this one because this cut here is a problem. Or do I throw in here? I go here. If he goes here, I extend. I go here. He goes here. I go here. He takes. I go here. He goes here. Does he have two eyes? If I go here and he connects, it's just one eye. So let's do that and see how he responds. Yeah, he just has one eye there. Yeah, so he's going to try and break out. Yeah, all along it looked like he wasn't alive there to me. And he really just left it. Let me play all those stones to surround it. He did win the corner back, you have to admit. Yeah, so I have to play there first. To guarantee that's only one eye. Maybe he thought the forcing moves against my group down here would give him eye shape, but yeah, it wasn't really helping. Yeah, we'll just take the outside here. You can't get another eye. And I don't think he can even make a ko. So if I just connect solid here, and he pushes here, he throws in here, I'll connect. So I connect solid here, he throws in here, I go here. He has this cut, but this cut is, I still have two liberties, it's an Atari, he goes up here and I take. Yeah, so just a solid connection there. We'll keep him from attacking these stones here, which are important. All these stones are important to keep it surrounded. Yeah, so this was the critical cut. And when he cuts here, I still have two liberties, so I can just Atari and take, and I'm connected. Got to watch for situations like this where the cut here is also an Atari and then you can't respond the way you want to. Also watch out for snapbacks. So yeah, my little groups all lived. This one lived, this one lived. This one is out and is part of this. And I only have 1, 2, 3 groups if you look at it that way. And then this dead one here, if you want to count that one in the corner, is the 4th one. He created this group here. And then he created separate groups here, but he connected them up. So this is 1 group, this is 2 groups, this is 3 groups. This is 4 groups, this is 5 groups. So yeah, after connecting them up, he's down to 5 groups. But one of them is dead. Okay, so that's not going anywhere. I suppose he's going to try poking at these points here. He goes here. Maybe I just extend up. He drops in. I can take here. I'm still connected. He extends, I take. It's not a ko. He hasn't got the other stones there to capture back. And it's important to keep him from getting any kind of shape here, so that's why I'm reacting that way. So, because after the capture, I'm threatening Atari, connect, Atari, and take. Did say I have to take if he pushes in. I did say that. And he pushed in from another side, but same idea, because I couldn't let both pushes happen. Like if I had, now he goes here, I can just connect. Don't even need to. He goes here, it's no longer an Atari, I can just capture those stones. So if he comes here, I will connect. So he pushed in there. Yeah, so this is not an Atari, so this is an Atari. And if he connects, this is an Atari. So let's go ahead and capture those stones. If he pushes in here, I can still connect. I don't have to let him have those. Let's see. If I capture here, he captures here, and then it is a ko. So I connect here instead. So this group can be captured in 1, 2, 3 moves. It's the other thing, I could capture that whole group. That would also make things easier for me. That was, yeah, when he did all this pushing in here to force me to live. It also took away the outside liberties of this group. Made it easier to capture. So anyway, he may be waiting to run out of time. He's got 2 minutes for another 12 moves, or maybe he'll think of something. But resigning would be appropriate here, I think, even at a 10Q level. I mean, I have so much territory here, it makes me think that I could even let this group live and I would still be okay, but I'm not sure. He has a pretty big corner here, and he captured stones over here, so he's got this half this side. Well, we'll know in a minute and a half, I guess, whether he plans to play his remaining moves or not. So assuming that I win this one, I need to win about 5 or 6 more games to rank up to 9Q. It's a pretty slow moving system on Pandanet. You have to play quite a bit to move your rank by any significant amount. But yeah, so that's why I don't see all my Pandanet games, but just when I've had a bad Twitch session, I will occasionally okay, so I'm going to go here. Is he going to try cutting this guy? Go here, he cuts. Atari, he extends. Ladder goes to me. But yeah, when I have a bad session on Twitch and I want to get a game out for that week, I'll show you another one of my Pandanet games. I've started playing again on OGS as well. So my goal, in case you're wondering why I'm playing on these different servers, first of all, I think it's interesting to see the different styles of play. Ladder, 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 ladder. Yeah, ladder goes to me. That you get on the different servers. So I think it's good for your Go education to play on the different servers. And then the second thing is that have it kind of a private goal to make it to single-digit queue on all 3 servers simultaneously. It's odd that he didn't I don't know what he was seeing. He can't even play this move. He can't even finish the ladder. It's just dead as it stands. Okay, and he ran out of time. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this game. I'm going to check it out for my own benefit with Cutrain, but I won't add any more to this video unless I find something particularly interesting, because I thought it was pretty straightforward and self-explanatory. So hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.